Enterprise risk management is an important subject, but many students find it difficult because it is usually taught through lectures and textbooks. To solve this problem, we created Apocalypse Escape, an interactive board game with a zombie survival theme. In this game, players begin as survivors and answer ERM questions while moving toward the finish line. Wrong answers may turn them into zombies, while correct answers in the safe zone allow them to become survivors again. Through this gameplay, students learn how to identify, assess, and respond to risk while improving teamwork, communication, critical thinking, and also problem-solving skills.
Firstly, our board game offers a different approach to learn by changing educational content into an entertaining gameplay experience. Rather than relying on a basic method, players are required to answer educational questions in order to continue their journey. This will lead to active learning while helping players develop critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making skills in a more engaging way. Secondly, one of the main features that makes Apocalypse Escape different from other educational board games, it is zombie survival concept. Whenever a player lands on a zombie space, they will become infected and must successfully answer ERM question to obtain an antidote and continue as a human. If they fail to answer correctly, they will turn back into zombies or get penalties such as moving backwards or completing a challenges. These features creates excitement and motivates players to stay focused throughout the game. In addition, Apocalypse Escape also demonstrates strong commercial and environmental value. This game has potential to attract different target markets, including educational institutions, families, and board game fans. Furthermore, producing the game with recyclable materials such as paper and cardboard, together with eco-friendly packaging, support sustainable practices by reducing unnecessary waste. Finally, our game promotes an enjoyable and collaborative learning experience. Instead of viewing education as a repetitive activity, players are encouraged to learn through interaction, communication, and friendly competition. This is not only increases engagement but also strengthens social skills while making the learning process more enjoyable.
So next, the benefits. The first benefit is improved understanding of ERM concept. The first benefit of our game is that it helps students understand enterprise risk management or ERM more effectively. Instead of learning only from textbooks or lectures, players apply ERM concepts such as risk identification, risk assessment, and risk control while playing the game. This makes the learning process easier to understand and remember. The second benefit is that the game improves critical thinking and decision-making skills. Throughout the game, players need to answer ERM questions and make decisions to survive the zombie outbreak. This encourages them to think carefully before taking action and understand the consequences of their decisions. So next is increases student engagement. The third benefit is that the game makes learning more interesting and enjoyable. The zombie survival team create excitement and motivate students to participate actively. Compared to traditional classroom learning, this game helps reduce boredom and keep students engaged. Finally, our game encourages teamwork and communication. Players discuss strategy, solve problems together, and help each other throughout the game. These interactions improve communication skills while creating a fun and collaborative learning environment. Overall, Apocalypse Escape combines education with entertainment. It helps students understand ERM concept while developing important skills such as critical thinking, teamwork, and decision making in a fun and interactive way.
So, Apocalypse Escape has a positive impact on students by making enterprise risk management learning more effective, engaging, and practical. Instead of only memorizing theories from lectures and textbooks, students actively apply ERM concepts such as risk identification, risk assessment, risk control, and risk mitigation while playing the games, which it will help improve their understanding and knowledge retention. At the same time, the game develops essential skills including critical thinking, problem solving, decision making under pressure, communication, teamwork, and strategic planning as players work through different risk scenarios together. The zombie survival theme also creates an exciting and interactive learning environment that increases students' motivation, participation, and focus while reducing boredom often associated with traditional teaching methods. Overall, Apocalypse Escape transforms learning into an enjoyable experience that better prepares students to apply ERM concepts and real-world skills in their future academic and professional careers.
Enterprise risk management is an important subject that equips students with the knowledge to identify, assess, control, and monitor the risks in an organization. However, with some complex words and too many terms to remember, ERM become harder for students to learn it. So, by creating an interactive games such as Apocalypse Escape board games will help students to deeply understand about ERM subject. Enterprise risk management is an important subject that equips students with the knowledge to identify, assess, control, and monitor the risks in an organization. However, with some complex words and too many terms to remember, ERM become harder for students to learn it. So, by creating an interactive games such as Apocalypse Escape board games will help students to deeply understand about ERM subject. Other than that, this board games was different compared to other games. Even though this games was inspired based on snake and ladder games, the rules and concept was different from it, where players need to answer on ERM question when steps on green and red tiles. It make this game more challenging to play. And don't forget about penalty that will given to the player that answer wrong for the question, that make it very fun to play with friends. Other than that, a lot of benefits that students might be received from this game, such as improve understanding of ERM concept, increase student engagement and motivation, develop critical thinking and decision making, encourage teamwork and communication. This game is not just about having fun, it also offers students the opportunity to review and do revision on ERM concept. Then, this game also brings positive impact towards students in terms of educational, skill development, and student engagement. By creating interactive game like this, it can help students to understand much better about ERM concept in interactive way. That's all from us. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And thank you very much.